Hello everyone and welcome to Mountain Lake Journal. I'm Tom Halleck. This week, some of the creative steps being taken by county health departments to try to convince people to get their COVID vaccinations. For those who didn't sign up and wait in line, either at the state-run vaccination site at the airport or the county health department's clinic at Clinton Community College, the health department is now trying to reach out to those who, for whatever reason, have put off or been reluctant to get their COVID shots.
We've done some larger pods there at Clinton Community College and at the field house at SUNY Plattsburgh, where we were, seeing 200 to sometimes 500 people coming through for vaccines. Now we're doing smaller pods. It can be not only more convenient but more comfortable for people to be in a smaller setting that they may be more familiar with than some of the intimidation of going to a large pod where there's a lot more people there and it's a site that you aren't familiar with yourself, that you haven't been in before.
So the goal is to make it comfortable for people, convenient, so that more people come out to get vaccinated.
Exactly. We don't want the reason that someone doesn't get a vaccine be because it was too difficult to get one.
In Altona last week, they set up a clinic in this church hall and gave shots out to about 40 people, including Rachel Desitel, who decided it was time to get vaccinated and made the half-hour drive from Plattsburgh.
I've been trying to get in and I just been hesitating, and then I finally just made the decision last minute and wanted to get it done and over with. So I chose the closest one to kind of my job and more convenient. So just tried to. It was the only one really available for today, and I figured that if I didn't get it done today, I might skip out on it. So, yeah, I honestly thought I was going to have to wait a little bit. But, yeah, fairly quick, real easy.
Others told us they've been avoiding larger sites and crowds. Here, they have their shots in just minutes, no lines, no waiting, and no crowds. And that's the whole idea.
So now we've seen that all of the people right in the beginning that really wanted to get a vaccine made the plans, registered ahead of time, and did go and get their vaccines as soon as they were eligible. So now it's sort of that middle ground people where they're certainly willing to get a vaccine, but it hasn't necessarily been as convenient for them to be able to go and do that. So now we're trying to take it to that level where it's very convenient for everybody to get vaccinated.
In the Treadwells Mills neighborhood of Plattsburgh, they set up right next to the Redemption Center, the hamlet's most popular store, hoping they could convince people to stop and get vaccinated.
We have a dashboard map that the North Country Hub has created that you can see online. There's actually a map on there, so you can kind of see where you have pockets of the community in the county that don't have as many people vaccinated in their population. So we can look at that map and travel out to different locations that we see might need a clinic or a pop-up like this in their area. Places like this where we are today, it's a walkable area, so you can have people that don't necessarily need to rely on transportation to get to the site. It's within walking distance of where they live, where they work, and it just makes it a lot easier for them to have the same access to vaccination as everybody. We want everyone to have the same access.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's up?
So I'm working with the health department, and there's a vaccination clinic right next door at the Bottle Redemption Center.
Okay.
Volunteers, including Amanda Bulris-Allen, who grew up in this neighborhood, went door to door, offering to give residents a ride to the clinic.
Today I'm looking to hopefully get some people who may not have already accessed the vaccine and who are interested in walking in. So I am working at the Bottle Redemption Center and asking folks if they're interested in the COVID-19 vaccination, and if so, pointing them over to the vaccination clinic. I think at this point in time, folks who are hesitant about the vaccine are really looking for that face-to-face interaction. And so being somebody who was born and raised in this community, I think it's important to show a face and to share a story. And so when folks ask questions, we're able to answer those questions in a way that might not be written in papers. And so we're really just hoping by that face-to-face interaction that we leave with some sort of, even if the person comes back with a no, we're still leaving them with PPE. So they're still doing something to protect our vulnerable populations.
The help and ride is what convinced Reginald Defoe to get his shot.
So when NAMI told me there was a walk-in place, I definitely said yes, right away, because it's important to save people's lives. And that's the most important thing with this shot, is to save people's lives.
And the health department says it plans to hold more of these clinics in the coming weeks, including weekends, at convenient spots, like the parking lot of this former Friendly's restaurant in Plattsburgh, to try to get even more people their shots.
We're always looking to get as many people at each clinic as we can. So we are looking at more high traffic areas, but I wouldn't say we're doing that exclusively. Again, we're looking at that map to really be able to zero in on the zip codes within the county that could benefit from us traveling to them to help them get vaccinated. So we've been saying all along, we want to get to about 75% full vaccinated status in Clinton County. That's going to be our best bet to really protect everybody in the community, is get to that 75%. I think as far as first dose goes, we're right in the 60% range, which is very good. So making sure that people come back for their second dose will be important to make sure that they have that full level of immunity. 75 or 80 would be even better, just that's that level of community immunity or herd immunity that we want to see to make sure that we can kind of eliminate COVID-19 as a threat in our community.